Jagex! No, Jagex! Jagex, stop! So, hey, what's going on, my GG subs? Basically, what I'm about to discuss is the latest God Wars Dungeon poll that came out, and I have no idea what's happening. I have no idea. People are messing up. I don't know what they're voting for, but some questions are perfect. I would vote yes without even thinking. Lovely suggestions and stuff. But some are just gonna ruin the game. I don't get it. We're going downhill again. Not entirely, but I don't get what's happening. Let's go. I'm gonna show you the polls. Well, it's one poll. I'm gonna show you the questions and I'm gonna discuss them one by one. Okay, there you go, guys. So, yeah. Looking at the first question. It says the capacity of your bank will be increased by 24 slots. I loved this one. Okay, perfect. We need more bank space. Lovely. Voted yes. A search button will be added to the bank screen, allowing you to filter the displayed items. Perfect, JackX. I love this. We need a search button. The bank will remember how many items you withdraw or deposit when you use withdraw the amount or deposit the amount, and will offer this number as an extra withdraw or deposit option on each item. Lovely. I love this one. A deposit all button will be added to the bank screen for attempting to deposit all items from your inventory. Perfect. Couldn't find anything better, because I need this too. It's helpful to everyone, and once again I voted yes for these four. Let's go. And this too. Well, yeah. Deposit all button will be added to the bank screen for attempting to deposit all the items that you have. Well, it's the same thing, so I also voted yes. Okay. After you've killed another player in a single-way combat zone in the wilderness, you'll be protected from other players' attack for 9 seconds. Okay, this is perfect, because you will not be permitted to log out. Yeah, it's reasonable, because you're trying to prevent PJing, not someone getting away from a fight or so. So yeah, this is perfect. Makeover merchants such as Thessalia will be given a right-click option to access their makeover options more conveniently. This is actually lovely to those people that edit or design their clothes or hair or whatever at Falador or Varrock. This is perfect for them. I voted yes, just to help the community, even though I couldn't care any less. So yeah. Moving on. The God Wars dungeon will be released as described in the developer blog. Perfect. I don't mind that. Then again, I voted yes. If the GWD is released, the 4 bosses and their bodyguards will broadcast messages to all players in their rooms to state what items have been dropped and to whom. Lovely, beautiful, intelligent update. Because that way you can't scam the other person if you're like friends or if you trust him. Let's say you know him IRL and he decides to scam you and tell you he got a banana instead of a hilt. Then this is where the bosses and the bodyguards come in to save you. So that's a good update. Then again, thank you Jagex for that one. But okay, I didn't really understand this one, but I think it means there's like a waiting room before you enter the boss. So I went ahead and voted yes, because that's pretty much fine if that's what it means. Then again, most people voted yes, so YOLO. If the GWD is released, spiritual warriors, rangers, and mages should be assigned as slayer targets very frequently for the first month after launch, and then reduced to a normal rate. Perfect for us slayer and PVMers or PKers that do slayer, whatever it is. It's honestly perfect, because when GWD is going to be coming out, I'm probably going to be killing spiritual mages for the D-boots. And okay, then question 12. If the GWD is released, when the 4 bosses drop stacks of herbs, they should do so in banknote form. Lovely, it will help everyone to have them in banknote form, of course, and it's going to be helpful to everyone. But yeah, it's perfect. I went ahead and voted yes. Now, Here comes the one that was really close. The difference is 9 votes. The poll isn't even over. But let me tell you, I'm just going to talk about this one in particular. If the GWD is released, the Armored Godsword special attack will cost 60% of your power. Now, I remember peeking with AGS, and it was lovely. I mean, let's say in the future they decide to implement the Dragon Claws or whatever. What's the point of having 50%? If you're gonna have 60% for Armored Godsword, I mean, that's like the whole point of Armored Godsword is having 2 specs back to back. What they could do is give the second spec a lower chance of hitting if you're trying to nerf it or so. I mean, some people also like to, if, I'm only saying if, don't tell me it's not gonna happen. I'm only saying if it happens. Only if it happens. I know it might not, it probably will not. But if Dragon Claws come out, you're gonna wanna, some people enjoy Dragon Claw to AGS spec switch. It's kind of fun, I've done it before. And also, yeah, I'm just saying, I would honestly like to have 50% for the specs, so I went ahead and voted no for this one. I mean, this is a really tough call for lots of people because, I don't know, people think AGS is overpowered. It's not, trust me. You think it's gonna hit 700s, well, 70s here. You think it's gonna hit 70s and 80s. It's not. It barely ever hits that. I mean, I remember peaking with it and I was 99 STR. And most of the time, I barely hit 40s with the spec. I would actually KO more with my whip than when I would switch to the AGS. But anyways, that's not the point. Moving on, this was a really close vote. And it's actually a tough call. I couldn't decide. I was like, wait, what if I want this or this or this? But yeah, anyways, moving on. I ended up voting no for this. Now, this is the thing that pissed me off. I was angry after I read this. If the GWD is released, Spiritual Mages will drop a shard of dragon material that is used to upgrade rune boots into dragon boots instead of dropping the dragon boots directly. Now, of course, as you know, you need 83 Slayer to kill Spiritual Mages. Okay? That's not the point. The point is, most of the people probably voting don't even have 83 Slayer. They're just voting for the sake of voting, which is honestly bad. They just vote yes for fun. This is a bad update. I did not spend a lifetime getting 83 Slayer for this. Then again, let's discuss the pros and cons of it. It's lovely that they're trying to keep the price of rune boots a bit sane for the Zerg Pures, of course, because, you know, a Zerg Pure can't wear dragon boots. That's lovely. Then again, let's say, instead of getting the dragon boots directly for me, let's say I'm camping Spiritual Mages, and I get 1 shard, and I can't find anyone to sell rune boots. I'm gonna have to take myself, drag my butt all the way to Slayer Tower, sit there killing Necreals, till I can get a rune boots drop. Then, after that, that's when I can add the spike to the rune boots to make it into dragon boots, which is fine, really. They're just trying to keep the rune boots price sane. I'm good with that, but I did in fact vote no because I actually want to get the rune boot drop directly. Sorry to those Zerg Pures that want rune boots to stay at a sane price. I mean, I'm using rune boots right now, no complaints. But when dragon boots come out, I want that to be the best boots. I don't want anything to do with spikes or shards or whatever. And hopefully the dragon boots will be tradable, because I'm honestly going to beat someone up if they're not tradable, because that's going to be pissing. I didn't get 80 Slayer for nothing. The only reason I got this Slayer is for the 83, so when Spiritual Mages come out, I can actually get some D boots. So we'll see till then, but hopefully they do something about it. Hopefully dragon boots are tradable, and yeah. Okay, moving on. Okay, this is where they went downhill. The last 3 questions, that's where they went downhill. If the GWD is released, a new degradable item called Amulet of the Damned would be dropped by the Samurok boss with stats equivalent to an Amulet of Glory. If worn alongside the full barrow set, this amulet would absorb a fraction of combat damage from any hit splat over 15 hit points. See the dev blog for full details. Well, let me just how do I put this delicately in an easy way? No, Jagex! It's freaking old school! GTFO! It's old school! No one wants your creative updates. You think I want anything that's gonna absorb a fraction of combat damage from any hit splat? No. Imagine if someone used this in Wildy. Well, I haven't read the dev blog. Well, if you can't use it in Wildy, it's fine. Then again, still, what's next? I don't get it. I mean, they might as well bring Divines and Spectrals back. That's probably gonna be next. Honestly. And then here we go. Okay, this is fine. Okay, I actually would love this. If the GWD is released, a magic weapon similar in behavior to the Staff of Light would be dropped by the Samurai boss. Okay, this is actually fine because, you know, a lot of us bred. I mean, I'm not a fan of breeding myself. I don't breed that much, but actually Staff of Light would be really nice because of the 15% accuracy. That's what I remember pre-AOC. It had the like 15% magic damage, and it was kind of helpful, so yeah. But this is another place where I didn't like. If the GWD is released, an Armadillo crossbow would be dropped by the Saradomin boss. See the dev blog for full details. I mean, what are they doing? Are they trying to kill us? I mean, honestly, I'm gonna have a stroke. Honestly, after reading this, I'm gonna go punch myself. Why would anyone want this? I mean, who would vote yes? I mean, we voted for old school. We're all about the rune crossbow. I mean, if I wanted an Armadillo crossbow, why not go back to RS3? I can use all the Armadillo crossbows and all the Tetsu and Seasinger or whatnot, whatever you want to call it, on there. It's old school for a reason. If I wanted this, I might as well quit old school if I wanted to use this. Because rune crossbow is where it's at. Rune crossbow is what you'd use when you walked into Armadillo back in the day. When you walked in with your 15-man team, all level 60 range, and you would get one kill and tele out, and you'd be happy with that rune crossbow drop you got from Armadillo, and you would split it 15 ways. You'd each get like 500 GP, and you'd be happy with that. Whatever happened to that? Now they want to implement an Armadillo crossbow. I mean, I don't mind the Staff of Light. It's for breeders. It's nice. It's lovely. Okay, that's reasonable. They're bringing in a staff. But what's wrong with rune crossbow? The next thing I need is another void. These void rangers hitting 90s. Because they're already OP. You don't need to implement a new crossbow. Okay, I would understand this amulet if the damned, if the hit splat or whatever would, yeah. It sounds reasonable if you're bossing or whatever. It has the same stats as Glory. Okay, it's a bit reasonable. I can't actually object that. But the last one, I don't get it. No one wants an Armadillo crossbow. We wanted GWD for it, what it actually was. If we wanted the GWD with all these Armadillo crossbows and gloves and boots and shields, I mean, why not play EOC? Why even bother with 07? Then again, that's my opinion. So let me just take this back here, guys. Okay, guys. So that was my opinion on the GWD poll. Then again, every person's entitled to his opinion. I wouldn't really mind if anyone else wouldn't agree with me, because then again, everyone has his own opinion. Maybe you would enjoy the shard thingy for the boots. Maybe you would enjoy an Armadillo crossbow, since everyone voted yes. Even though I knew the majority would vote yes, I went ahead and voted no, because I actually disagree with it. It's not about the majority, because a lot of the people on the polls, they vote for majority. 90% of the people voting, like, I think they just think of the majority. Oh, the majority want yes, I'm gonna vote yes. That's not how it works. You vote what you believe in, basically. I believe that Armadillo crossbow shouldn't be implemented because we don't need a new range weapon. Rune crossbow is fine the way it is, because that's the crossbow we all used up to 2011 or 12, and before chaotic crossbow came out, and no one had a chaotic crossbow. It was rare. I mean, I was one of the few, like, I was one of the few people amongst my friends that had all chaotics. But anyways, that's not the point. We're discussing the GWD poll on 07. So that was pretty much it, guys. That's my opinion. Once again, it's what I think of the poll. You might think something different. So everyone's entitled to his opinion. I just thought I'd share that with you, and that's pretty much it, guys. And also, guys, yeah, I'm guessing that's it. So let me actually know what you think about each one of these questions, and what's your opinion, because I really want to know what you think. And please don't stress something, like don't disagree with me. It's just my opinion, and like I'll respect your opinion and go like, oh, it's his opinion. I would love to hear everyone's opinion. Just don't go disrespecting the other person. If you see someone else's comment, just don't disrespect it. Each one of us has an opinion. Like, for example, I like cheese a lot, and someone else might not like cheese. So yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna end it here. 16 minutes of talking. My throat's dry. It's gonna pop. So yeah, have a nice day, guys, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, just leave me a like for the 16 minutes of talking. I'm gonna go drink some water now, cause yeah, throat's about to die. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.